Hello, hello, and welcome to Verbling. I am teacher Oakley, and today and the next few days we're going to be learning vocabulary related to school and education. Today, some basic overall English to talk about school. Not only will we learn individual words, we're going to be learning verbs and collocations and little sentence structure. So that's the plan for today. Hello, Jorge. How are you?
Yeah, man.
Hi.
I am good, man. I have recovered from my sick.
From
After all.
recovered from my sickness.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I haven't seen you in quite a while. Good to have you in class again.
Yeah. I missed a lot of class.
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome. It's good to have you back. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. It's raining today. A little
Is
cold.
It rained here last night really, really hard, which is very unusual for this time of year.
Yesterday it was very good and quite hot, but today it's very bad. Alternative.
Yeah. I was happy for the rain. Okay, anyway, welcome to the class. And hello, is it Casey or Keisha? Casey? Is that correct? Casey? I believe you're muted right now. If you either click on your picture at the bottom, there you go. You figured it out. Hello. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
I will have you.
Student.
Okay. Well, all right. I will have you participate in the class, ask you some questions, and converse with you a little bit during the class. So you're a new student, so when you're not talking, I'll go around in order and talk to different students. When you're not speaking or I don't call on you, it would be helpful if you mute your microphone, okay, so that we don't hear extra sounds or echo or anything. And then when I call on you, go ahead and unmute yourself and you and I can talk. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it, how should I pronounce your name?
I understand.
How should I pronounce your name? Your name? Casey? Casey?
Sorry?
How should I pronounce your name? What is your name?
Casey, yes, it's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Just checking. Want to make sure I have that right. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you a little bit later, Casey. Thank you. Hello. Hello, Xingyu.
Hi, teacher. I miss you. Long time no see.
Yeah.
You are still handsome and
yeah,
clever.
I don't know about clever. It's Monday. I never feel too clever on Monday. Monday here, anyway, where I am. Okay, I'm going to take you guys back to your school days. Okay, we're going to learn some vocabulary, collocations, chunking of language that has to do with school. We're going to start with the basics. We're going to start with subjects. Okay, so we're going to look at this list of school subjects, and as I scroll down, I'm going to have you guys read the definition, and you tell me which subject is that, and maybe we'll talk about it just a little bit. Jorge, I'm going to start with you. Number 1, please.
Yeah. The study of plant, animal, and human life is in G, biology.
Indeed it is. Okay, I have a weird question for you.
Yeah.
This is a strange, maybe it's strange, maybe it's not. In American high school life. Basically, everywhere, all my friends from all over the country say they experience the same thing. One thing that we all have to do in biology class, biology is a class that everyone has to take. One thing we all have to do is dissect a frog, actually a living frog. This is very normal.
Yeah,
Teacher,
yeah, it was a normal practice here,
Yeah.
also in Latin America.
Okay, it is.
But
Okay.
most of the time, the classes were theoretical. So
Theoretical.
yeah, theoretical.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have a lot of practice, but I can remember that one. Yeah, and this class that you say the how can dissect frog? What is the word?
Dissect. Dissect.
Dissect. Yeah,
Yeah.
dissect a frog. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny, really.
Funny?
But yeah, good because
Wait.
all always is good if it's a practice. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I prefer to dissect a frog instead of staying close a classroom reading biology aspects. So
Right.
I am I like the practice,
Okay.
but biology it wasn't my hard aspect. I really enjoy math.
Okay. All right. Uh, okay. I have to. I have to. I think correct you. You said dissecting a frog was funny. I actually is probably fun. Uh, hang on a second, Casey. Could you please mute your microphone? Okay, someone has done it for you. There's a lot of echo.
Oh, sorry.
Hard to. Go ahead and mute it when you're not speaking. You've got a lot of echo because you don't have a headset.
Uh, one moment. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
but just mute it for now. If you wouldn't mind.
This is
Okay.
teacher, I help you. I mute here.
Yeah, well, she's got to learn to do it by herself, or else it's kind of pointless.
I
Quite
mute
honestly.
her.
Yeah, I know, but she needs to learn how to mute and unmute herself by herself.
She
We
can do
can't.
that because she can unmute.
Yes. Okay. Well, right. And I'm just asking her to do that. Xingyu, did you have a comment about dissecting frogs?
And in the high school, I have done that exam. The examination about the dissecting a frog is to understand the condition reflect.
Okay. All right.
Mm, the content I speak, you right?
I'm not sure. I'm a little, to tell you the truth, I'm slightly confused.
You are not the scientist.
I'm not a scientist. Well, not much of one, no.
Teacher,
Okay, conditioned reflex. Okay, I see.
condition reflex. You know this?
I'm not sure if you're talking about the reflexes, how you would, I don't know, touch the frog with an electrode and he would kick his leg like that. Or are you talking about actual nervous responses?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, yes, I am familiar with that. Sure. Right. And before I got distracted, for everyone, Jorge, back to you. I don't know if I finished my thought. You said that dissecting frogs was funny, but I'm not sure if I think you meant probably that it was fun. Fun meaning entertaining and engaging. Funny meaning, look at the dead frog, which would be slightly strange. Okay.
Okay, man, I got it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Now, funny can mean funny, haha, or funny, hmm. Actually, we often use that phrase in English. Funny, hmm, means funny, strange. I don't know if we should eat the chicken. It smells funny. Okay, that's funny. Hmm. Suspicious or strange. All right. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Well, let
I
me.
did dissect when I was elementary school student.
You did.
Five students are same member with me, but others didn't do that, so I did by myself. Only me, a cat.
Right. Okay. I did that as this was common in American school when I went to school as well. You do science experiments as a team. Yeah. We did the same thing. That was very common. And usually, as you describe, one person would basically do almost everything. Yeah, that was also very common. Okay, Heidi, hang on just a second. Let me welcome Hussein. Hello, Hussein. Welcome.
Hello, good evening for you and good morning for me. It's 7.
Oh, it's still morning for me. It's still 11. It's still before noon here. Okay. Okay, Heidi, number 2.
The study of the world physical features, climate, population, etc. Geography.
Indeed. Now, this is interesting because some places they teach geography, some places they do not. Heidi, were you taught geography when you were young?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say in American schools it's sadly lacking. I never had to take a geography course. I'm interested in maps. I find them fun, not funny, but fun. So I have a pretty good working knowledge of geography. However, many of my fellow Americans do not, because it's usually not
We
a
went
required.
to close plate in the mountain. They are cutting the mountain so we can see the layer of the
Ha!
layer
So,
of dirt. What is it?
strata, probably.
Stripe, yes, like stripe.
Yep, that's geological strata. Different.
Yeah.
They correspond to ancient ages, periods of time. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, you're bringing up another great word in English, or actually phrase of. So you went on a field trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In school, when we actually get on the bus or something, and we go somewhere as a group, our class, outside of the school, that's a field trip. So that's cool. You went on a field trip that had to do with geography and actually geology. If you're looking at rock strata, that would be geology.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Some
is
place is like sand, and another place is like mud and the stone like that, like stripe.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, and actually, it's worth noting here that when we say geo, this is, I believe, Greek. I'm pretty sure. I'm about 99% sure. It's Greek for world. So, okay, you can see that geography, geology, these are kind of related.
Geothermal.
Geothermal, right? Obviously, the planet's heat, thermal heat. Yeah, exactly. So, actually, it's very common when we look at the subjects, for many of them, the base word in the subject, you can think of other related words. School subjects in particular use a lot of Greek root words. Okay, let's move on. Casey, if you can unmute
Hi.
yourself. Hi, there you go.
Yeah.
Number 3.
The study of the past.
Great. Would be?
I think the history. History?
Absolutely, history. Okay. Did you have to take history classes when you were in school? Was it mandatory?
Yeah, yeah. I studied history when in high school. In
Mm-hmm.
high school, I remember. Uh, mm, I think that this is my favorite course. Yes,
Really?
my favorite subject with biology. Um, then mm, um, there were my favorite subjects.
Okay. And okay, I asked Casey here. Casey, where are you from, by the way? Sorry.
Peru, Peru, Mhm.
Sorry? Where?
Peru, Peru,
Peru.
Peru.
Okay. Okay, Peru. Okay, I was asking if she had to take a history course. In a lot of most places, I think history is a required course, like in high school. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Here's a required course, one that you have to take. Now, some countries all courses are required, but in other countries we have elective courses we can take or not take as we see fit.
Oh,
So,
in Peru, history is required course,
uh-huh.
but depend if you year. For example, in tier, yes, interior in Peru is different. Is different. You and the USA. In Peru, you have in high school, six level,
Ah,
five
okay.
levels, five levels. In
Okay.
five levels are in high school. In
Okay.
history, you have in mm, um, third level.
Third year. Third.
Yeah, yeah,
Third. Your
yeah,
pronunciation. Third. Make sure you get the
third,
TH. That's it. That's much
third.
better. Okay, well, you bring up something else that I sometimes people get confused about, so I'm just going to address it right now. You're right. In high school and most universities, not graduate school, but to get a regular Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts degree in university. In an American school, there's 4 years, and a bachelor's degree is 4 years normally. Uh, okay, each year, first year, okay, we call that you're a freshman. All right. Second year, you're a sophomore. Uh, Oops, let me make sure I spell that. Sophomore. It's spelled weird. I always forget how to spell that. Okay, it's spelled strangely. The second O is silent. Third year, you're a junior student. I'm a junior at Vassily High School, for example.
Mm,
And finally, fourth year, you're a senior.
seniors.
So most English speakers, especially Americans, would use these terminologies to talk about what year in school. Now, since we're talking about it, we also use the terms grades, like with ordinal numbers, first, second, so forth. So a 6-year-old, for example, would be in first grade, and a 7-year-old would be in second grade, and so forth. And there's 12 grades in normal children's education. Okay. All right, thank you, Casey. Let's move on. Number 4, Xingyu. Xingyu, are you there? Xingyu, where'd you go? Are you there? There you
I
go.
mute myself.
Okay.
I am taking notes you made. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
Um,
Number 4.
Number 4. Before answer number 4,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell you the truth about my job.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have been a history teacher for 11 years,
Uh-huh.
but as a history teacher, uh, I I earned the lower salary.
Lower salary, what do you mean? Compared with math teachers, for
Uh,
example?
mm, as a history teacher, your salary uh, lower than the other subject.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hmm.
So I am continuing to learn English. I want to be an English teacher like you. Maybe
Huh?
I would earn more money
Really?
than the.
That's well, okay. That's surprising information for me. For example, in the United States, it depends on seniority. It doesn't depend on subject. So whatever. All of
Mm,
these subjects would probably start out at the same salary in the United States, and then your salary goes up with seniority. That means 5 years, 10 years. I would expect somebody who's been a teacher 15 years would be making a lot more than 2 years, for example.
mm. Oh, teacher, you talk about seniority. I type
Seniority.
correct?
Yes, I can type it.
Thank you.
Seniority. Um, Seniority. You have more seniority the longer you stay at one job. Okay,
Mm,
so definitely teachers is one area where seniority is going to result in a higher salary in American culture.
mm.
Okay. Moving on. Number 4. Zingyo.
Number 4, the study of painting and drawing. The subject is art.
Of course it is. Now, of course, I was mentioning. Here's a good example of. Okay, there are mandatory subjects you have to take, and then there are what are called electives. Art is definitely an elective in American schools. You can decide to take it or not. You may have to take art classes in elementary school, grades 1 through 6, but definitely from after that, it's an elective. Did you ever take art classes, Xingyu, in school?
Uh, mm. In my college, I have taken some art classes,
Oh, really?
but I'm not good at.
Okay. Because your main area of study is history. Were you taking art history classes?
Uh,
Just curious.
my major is history.
Right. So there's
Mm,
in American university there are a lot of art history classes. Believe me, there's a lot of them. Ancient Greek art. Every kind of art has a art dash history or just art history classes are very common and popular. Well, I don't know about popular, but they're common enough. Okay. Okay. Hussein, number 5, please.
How to use computers. Uh, c-
Okay. Which subject would that be?
ah, computer. IT, information technology.
Of course it would be. All right. Did you ever take any IT classes when you were in school?
No, I am personally no. In my age, people, they in program worse. but we didn't see about approximately mm,
Yeah. Okay. I don't know your age, and we don't have to talk about that, Hussein. But when I was younger, there were no computers, so the closest thing there was typewriting class, typing class. There weren't any computers. They did not
in,
exist. I mean, they existed, but the internet did not exist. So
Uh,
from 1990s, we used computer
sure.
technology
Hmm.
at work, but recent years only very used.
Okay.
Personally, in at work, I use computer more than other our workers
Okay. How
because
did you
of I need. Yes.
how did you learn about computers if you didn't study it in
All the
school?
time myself. All the time
All
myself.
right. Okay. Great.
English, yes, English also myself. You very difficult for me. You know, as I am doctor, I must learn computer technology, language, because of I was abroad. I'm very ashamed that I don't know, I don't speak English. I
Okay.
must
You would be ashamed. Ashamed.
ashamed, ashamed.
Pronunciation. Okay, and that's great. That gives me an opportunity to bring up another keyword talking about education. He's self-taught. He taught himself. Okay, you're going to use the
Taught himself. Yes.
verb and then the object noun. He taught himself English and about computers. He is self-taught. Okay, this it's an adjective, self-taught. We can use those words together.
Mhm.
Okay, very good, very admirable. All right,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Teacher,
Yes,
but
Jorge.
the way in IT job positions you can use three grades for classify the skill of people. It's junior, semi-senior, and senior. Guys, it's like the degrees in high school are almost equal.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
And this is you're talking about specifically
IT. Yeah,
IT.
the
Uh-huh.
job positions in IT information. You can hear
Yeah.
uh,
Senior
junior
developer, junior
programmer,
developer.
senior developer. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I have heard that. Absolutely. Interesting. Yep. That's right. I have definitely heard that. Okay, Jorge, actually, it's your turn if you want to get the next.
Yeah,
For
number
me,
6. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jorge, it's
Yeah.
yeah, your turn, number 6.
Okay. The study of heat, sound, electricity, etc. I think it's physics. Oh, physics.
Physics.
Uh,
Yeah, that's better.
Physics.
Physics, and then also pronunciation heat. It's the long sound heat. Yeah, definitely physics. Oh gosh, yeah. Did you take any physics classes?
Yeah,
Jorge?
man, all the time. All the
Yeah.
time. In high school here in Colombia, physics is a mandatory course in all degrees or in all
Okay.
grades.
Really, it is.
Yeah, yeah, and that's is awesome.
In the United States, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Depends on where you are, but um, usually science courses. It's confusing. Chemistry, biology, physics. It's different schools in the United States. What is mandatory? You need two out of the three. You need to choose one. This one's mandatory. This one's elective. I don't know. It's a little confusing. Usually some science courses are mandatory, however. Uh, okay. Did you like physics classes, Jorge?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And
That's
also
interesting.
math. Maybe that is a reason for being an engineer right now.
Probably. That's very logical, of course. Okay, number 7, Heidi.
Arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus, etc.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, math.
Math. Okay, important point here. British versus American English. British say maths with an S. Americans never do. In fact, it sounds ridiculous for Americans. We just say math. It is uncountable either way. It's an uncountable. All these words actually are uncountable. Can't say 3 arts, 3 geographies, 3 maths. All of these words are uncountable. But in any case, definitely Americans say math, and British say maths. If you want to make sure you're not wrong, you can say mathematics in either language and that sounds normal for either. Heidi, a little word stress, or rather syllable stress. Arithmetic, second syllable. That's it. Algebra, first syllable.
Algebra.
Yeah. Geometry. And calculus, first syllable. All right. Did you suffer through any of these courses? Maybe Jorge liked them, but
I like this one.
You did? Oh,
yeah.
God.
Japanese like mathematics because since they are child, they learn calculation.
It was a very, very long time ago, but I remember my calculus class when I was a senior in high school, and every single class I dreaded so much because my math teacher would always ask us questions that you just pick people to answer questions in the class.
Oh, abacus.
I hated it. Really?
Abacus.
Abacus? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did not.
Very little children learn abacus.
Yeah, I never did, for sure. When I was that age in high school, the little calculators, like Texas Instrument calculators, those were all the rage. Those were very popular, and it was controversy. Should high school students be allowed to use a calculator? Now nobody cares, but back then that was controversial. It's interesting.
Learning abacus is very good. Finally, abacus in their brain. Then very long numbers they can calculate. No need to use it or something.
Right. Well,
okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Jorge. Yeah.
So, did you make some program in your Texas Instrument calculator? Some programs? Some program? I don't know. And try to calculate an integral or something like that?
Well, I mean, you could do like geometry equations, times pi. You can, square roots and things like that. That's what I'm talking about. Doing mathematics, figuring out circumference, and that kind of thing.
I don't know. You say Texas Instruments, and I teletransportate to my calculus class. Remember me doing things like that, introducing equations into my calculator.
Right. That's what I mean.
Broke my head. Try to get in.
Yeah.
Assault.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. It was my least favorite class I ever took, high school or even university, was high school calculus. I hated that class. Casey, number 8.
The study of elements and how they combine and react.
Okay, that be.
And chemistry?
Indeed, absolutely. Did you ever take chemistry class, Casey?
Yeah, in my university, I studied chemistry in my
Yeah.
first grade.
Yep. Okay. First year, your freshman year, you could say.
Oh,
Okay. I think I never had to take chemistry. No, I did take chemistry. When am I? Yes, I did. Oh yeah. Right. Um, when I was young, I had a chemistry set. I don't know how or where I got it. I don't remember. Somehow I got my hands on a very complex and very a lot of things chemistry set, and I burnt a hole through a wooden table and even burnt a hole into the cement floor of my basement. I have no idea what I did. Mad scientist. It kind of scared me. It kind of made me
I
very nervous. Yeah.
I have question. If sorry, if you don't get take chemistry and
Uh,
if you won't graduate in a medical university, what can be without chemistry?
I doubt you can do that. Can you?
I
Could you?
don't understand. Uh-huh.
Can you actually get a medical degree without taking chemistry courses?
Yes, of course.
You can? Okay. You know more
Yes, of
about it
course.
than I do.
I would ask you if you in middle school had have not take chemistry, have take chemistry, and want to become as a doctor without chemistry, we cannot.
I see what your question is.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
I will.
okay, I understand now. You're saying in high school, do you need to take these courses in order to be accepted into university medical school? Is that what you're asking?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
well, it would certainly make it a lot more difficult. That's for sure.
yes.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it would be possible, actually.
Yes.
It would sure make it hard. You'd have to have some exceptional reason why you did not, and you would have to have exceptional material, whatever, test scores and grades and recommendations and so forth, uh, in order to overcome that. That would be very difficult to overcome, I would think, actually. Possible, but difficult.
Difficult.
Uh, Very difficult, I would imagine.
Difficult, very difficult.
Yeah, I think so. Xingyu, how about number 9?
Number 9, the study of financial systems. D, economics.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
In China, uh, in China,
Yeah.
in China, most students who graduated from high school often choose the economics as their major because
Uh-huh.
the if you working in the financial system, you would earn more money than the other area.
Right. Probably a little confusing. In fact, I've had other Chinese students, so I don't know. I think it's a little confusing. As far as like the American system, the the more broad major that you take in university, the topic or the subject you concentrate on in university is your major, is business. Like people get a MBA, Master of Business. Uh, okay, the overall subject is business, not economics. Economics is like a subset of the business. Like if you go to the School of Business or the business department. Economics is a subset, and then you have different finance, international finance, banking finance, accounting, all kinds of different statistics, all kinds of things underneath that. So the overall, so I think when you're saying that Chinese people, many enter into economics, in United States, I think the equivalent statement would be many try to get a business degree. A few people get a degree in economics, but frankly, a degree in economics is not actually all that useful because you can only work for theoretical, as a theoretical study. You can only be a professor or some kind of a consultant for a government or consultant for a multinational bank, consultant, bank policy, something like that. It's much more the theoretical idea rather than business practices. Did I explain that very well?
Oh, teacher.
You get the idea?
You explain the economics very well. You have the broad knowledge about English.
Well, I just had a lot of my university friends were also, a lot of Americans go into business school, try to get business degrees. But anyway, last one here, Hussein.
Playing instruments and singing. Music.
Obviously music. Did you take music courses when you were back in your school days? Did you have music courses?
Maybe a short course, maybe months, and so, and that's so. Not which say for only for paper, or what can you say? Actually not.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think different American schools are different, but my educational experience, we had to take a music class up until the 8th grade. It was actually mandatory. And afterwards it was elective, and actually, to be honest, I never took a music course after 8th grade, ever. Yeah, so. Okay. Okay, now, all right, let's, now we're going to look at which are science and which are arts, because basically School of Arts, School of Sciences, basically most universities in the United States, School of Business, most universities would kind of break their school up, departments, that is, into arts and sciences. This is very common. So, which are, so Hussein, since I'm talking to you, music, whoops, is arts or sciences?
Music is art.
Okay.
Music is art.
Okay.
History also.
History?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, hang on. Jorge, do you think history belongs in arts or sciences?
I think it's a scientist.
Science? Let's ask our history teacher. Xingyu, what do you think? History, arts or sciences?
I think
Arts.
What's that, Xingyu?
Arts.
Art? Casey, what do you think?
social sciences.
Social sciences. Thank you. That was kind of key. And I don't know, Xingyu, about Chinese thinking, but I think Casey has, okay, social sciences, things like sociology, history, even economics, anthropology. These things are the social sciences, very good. All kinds of social studies, and American university, we say social sciences as Casey does. We use that actual co-location. In high school, for some reason, we say social studies. These types of courses are social studies courses in high school. But basically, I agree with Casey. This is one of the social sciences in American university that would be considered more of a science. Heidi, how about math?
Mm-hmm.
Is it science or art?
Science.
Sure. How about economics?
Science.
Would anyone disagree with that? I wouldn't.
Social science.
Social science is very good. Exactly. Exactly. And that would very likely, social sciences would be a sub-department of the School of Sciences. That's how that works, generally. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
What's the opposite of social science?
Antisocial science?
Oh,
Joke.
and
Never mind.
I want to know the term of.
Okay.
I want to know.
I believe things like physics and chemistry and biology. Okay, I believe these are called the physical sciences.
Thank you.
I think it's natural sciences.
Or natural. Okay, that's good.
With biology, with
Sometimes,
chemistry.
sometimes natural sciences. Yeah, and okay.
Here in Colombia, a lot of people say, let me check what is the word. Exact sciences.
Language?
No. Exact. Something like that. Yeah. In Spanish, it's ciencias exactas.
Exact. Okay. I see. I don't know if that has an English equivalent. I see what you're saying, but okay. I've heard natural science, but when I've seen it like in universities course descriptions, I would see something like biology, of course, one of the physical sciences is under the physical sciences department, blah blah blah. I think that's normal. Sometimes natural science may be a subset of physical sciences. Because, physical sciences, you're dealing with physics. Okay. I think most of these are sciences. The IT, geography, obviously art is art. Right, exact sciences. Okay. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. In Britain and also America, everyone has to do PE and RE, religious education. Well, America, there is no RE. That doesn't exist whatsoever because, of course, separation of church and state. It is possible if you go to a religious private school that they can teach this subject, but in regular public school, you would pretty much never see this. However, PE classes are mandatory, actually. From grade 1 to 12, every grade PE is mandatory. Or hey, is our physical education classes mandatory where you live, where you're from? They are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you have to take physics, math, and chemistry classes all in your high school.
Oh no, this is something totally different. Physical education. This is where they make you run around the track and play basketball and play dodgeball, and you've
Oh,
got
okay, I got it, I
to
got it, I got it. Yeah, also you have.
also. All right. Okay, that's what we're talking about. 20 pull-ups and blah blah blah. Okay, necessary.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Or hey, how about second language study?
Uh, English, but I can't remember if that course was offered all years. But I think that yes, yeah, it's common
Okay.
here that high school offers English like a second language.
All right. Okay.
But you know what?
What?
I didn't pay attention, and that's why I'm studying English right now.
Okay. All right. Any young people watching this, pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh
I,
yeah. Okay.
can I question?
Yeah. Can I ask a question? Absolutely. Of course. Yeah. Sure. Let's say more.
About, please, about mandatory, I listened but didn't know exactly what you use. Mandatory, what it means.
Yeah. It means you have to take it. If you're going to graduate, you don't have a choice. A mandatory course, as opposed to an elective, I can choose it or not choose it, depending on my interest. A mandatory course, or more formally, a required course. You have to
Mhm.
take it. All right. So, okay, for example, in the United States, a second language is a required course, I think starting in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And then in my school, I think it's different school to school. And then it was an elective 9, 10, 11, 12. If I remember correctly. I took it. Actually, strangely, it was very odd. Now, what second languages in America they teach depends on where you are, depends on the school. In my school, because I'm from the Northeast, very close to Quebec, Canada, which is French speaking, we had French was our second language, and we also, I don't really know why, we had Latin. Interestingly enough, as the electives. I took Latin in both high school and university as an elective.
Thank you very much. Understand about
Sure.
this.
Maybe
Right.
you can teach Latin in Wolverine.
Gosh, I know.
I'm joking.
No, that would be scary. Okay, let's look at some verbs here and how they're used in practical sentences. Heidi, which verb does not collocate with an exam?
Pass, sit, take, make, do. Sit.
Actually, I don't particularly like two of these myself, but now you can obviously pass or fail an exam.
Sit.
Okay, you can sit an exam. Actually, you may not know this one. It's Americans rarely use this, but we would all know it. British actually do use this quite regularly. You sit an exam, you attend an exam, for example. Americans would much more likely say, most likely say, to take an exam. Now, this is a bit of a trick question, Heidi, because the teacher makes an exam.
Yes.
They create it.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible. The student would never use this.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess as a teacher, I could definitely use it. Do an exam is actually the one that really doesn't collocate well at all. Okay, I need to do an exam. It's possible. I need to do the IELTS exam before I apply for my visa. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but it is possible. This is a trick question, Heidi.
For example, on the medical exam.
Yeah.
Don't you do?
Yeah, you could. I'm saying it's
No,
not common, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher, sorry.
Yeah.
I cannot say I do an exam.
I do an answer.
I do an exam.
I do an exam.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that we sometimes do. We don't really use it in the present tense. Like in the future with a modal, I need to do the IELTS exam before I can get a visa. That would be common. I did an exam that was horrible. To talk about the past, that would be common. It would sound weird, frankly, to use it in present tense. I do 3 exams a week at my university. I can't, if I say in present tense, I do 3 exams a week, I don't know if the person's making the exam or taking the exam. It sounds weird, actually. I think this is the answer they want you to pick, but I have heard native speakers use all of these. Now, again, only a teacher would make an exam. A student would not. It means to create the exam. So, also very specific. Most Americans say take an exam, and many Brits also use sit an exam, but Americans generally always use take. Another possible one, and we're going to have an exam on Monday morning. You can also use have. We'll be having another exam next week, and that is also possible. Okay, let's see if we can place them in the dialogue.
You don't say get?
Get an exam?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. No, Heidi, I would not. That seems very odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've only got a couple minutes. Let's see if we can zip through these. Casey, can you read number 1 and try to see the verb that best fit?
Hi Tara, I am so happy. I passed all my exams. I even got a grade A in English.
Okay, you picked the right word, but what about the verb tense?
I think it's past. I passed all my exams.
Past, ed, past tense.
Past.
It already happened. It's finished.
Yeah.
Finished action in the past. I passed all my exams. Okay. Xingyu, next one.
B. I didn't do badly, but I failed biology. That means I'll have to take it next term.
Yeah, you'll have to take it next term, and as I said, sit and take have the same function. Here, because we don't have take in our choices, resit it next term. So you need to resit a class. You can, okay, so you can sit a class, or you can resit an exam, take the exam over again. All right, always, of course, means again. Oh no!
I have a question.
Okay, what's that?
What is the past participle of the sit verb? Is the same? Sit?
Sat. I had sat in the rain for hours by the time he arrived. Had sat. There's a past perfect for you, which needs the past participle.
Okay, thank you.
Sit, sat. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You spent ages on biology, didn't you? What happened? Okay, last one. Hussein.
Well, I guess I just uh, didn't pass.
Well, this
Hard.
one's interesting. Actually, I didn't revise hard enough.
Hard enough.
Perhaps I'll get it next time. Yeah, okay. Very British. No American would say this. We would just say, I didn't study hard enough, or review hard enough. You can review, you can study, but Americans wouldn't use revise in this way. Revise means to edit, like a text. Okay, I have got to get going. I'm already late for my next class, so thank you, everyone.
See
Hope
you
you can
soon.
see you
Thank you.
soon.
See you.
Very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Hope you can join me for tomorrow's class. All right, same time. We'll talk more about this stuff. Oh, thank you, everyone.